Okay, now let me see the answer for the exercise week 2 and week 3 that I gave to you last week, right? But I pick up only 2 questions from the exercise, okay? I pick up number 5 and number 6, okay? Because the question is more to problem solving, so we need to discuss how to solve the problem, okay? Then after we discuss, then we go to the coding part in JGraphs, yeah? Okay, the rest of the question I think you can do it by yourself, okay? Because it's quite straightforward, okay? But for these 2 questions, number 5 and number 6, okay, I think we need to discuss in order to get the hint, okay. So you can try I think number 7 after that, right? Okay. So we try number 5 first, okay. We have the question here. Write a program to read 3 integer numbers, okay, and print an output of the multiplication of the numbers. So the question here, okay, asks us to read 3 integer numbers, okay, and then we have to print out the multiplication of that 3 numbers, okay. So in order to solve the problem, before you go to the coding in JGraphs, okay, what you have to do, okay, you have to first you have to define the problem. We have to follow the pace that we have in order to solve the problem, right? uh, if you still remember, we have 6 paces, but now we only focus until the 4th paces, okay. We have the first one, define the problem, okay. So you have to read the question, and then you have to understand what should we do, okay. So in this question you read already, okay, and then you understand, okay. We have to write the program that can read 3 integer numbers, okay. You just imagine you have to read 3 integer numbers, maybe from the keyboard, right? After you get the number, you have key in the number in the certain variables, then you have to uh, do the process multiplication, okay, and you store in one place. Then after that you have to output the multiplication, okay, the value of the multiplication. So that is the question, right? Then you have to do the analysis, okay. We have to define what is the input, process, and output. So in this case, if you notice here, okay, the input here 3 integers numbers. Okay, so you can use the numbers there, 3 integers number, num1, num2, or num3. It's up to you. Maybe you want to use no1, no2, no3. It's okay. Okay. Then the process. Okay. The process we have to do the multiplication of that 3 numbers. So multiplication equal to num1 times num2 times num3 here. Then you get the multiplication, and then we want to produce the output of multiplication. So that is the analysis part. Then we do the design. Okay, you want to do either you want to use the pseudocode or you want to use the flowchart. It's up to you. But I try to use the pseudocode here. We have to start and then we have to end here. Okay, between start and end here, we have to transform all this what we get in the analysis to pseudocode here. So you have input. So input here num1, num2, num3. We don't want to use the 3 integers numbers here, but we just put num1, num2, and num3. And then the process, okay, we just copy the formula that we have here. Multiplication equal to num1 times num2 times num3. And then output, you just print multiplication. So you complete already the pseudocode here. Then after this, we want to transform this pseudocode to coding. So we are going to do the coding in JGraphs. Okay. So I close this slide, and then I move to JGraphs. Okay, this is the blank screen, blank space. Because I want to create a new file. So this is the blank space. So we start with the include first, okay. In order to complete our program, include, you have to include IO stream, okay, and then we have to using namespace standard, name, okay, namespace standard, and then we start the void main here. Void main is our main function, okay, and then you have the open brace, okay, for the beginning, and then you have the close brace here. Okay, if you notice here, okay, this is the space that we can type our statement. Whatever statement you want to declare, you want to input, process and output, we can write between open and close braces here. So if you go back to your answer just now, okay, we have the input num1, num2 and then num3. So if you notice here, input num1, num2 and num3, meaning here this is the cin statement, this is the process statement, and then this is the cout statement, print. Okay, so cin, process and cout. So we move to the jgrad again. So you have the first one, we have the cin. Okay, you have the cin. What we want to see in? We want to see in, okay, num1, and then we want to see in num2, and then we want to see in num3. Okay, num3 here, semicolon. Okay, okay, num here. Okay, then after that, after we see in all these three numbers, we want to do the multiplication, the process. Okay, if you remember here, okay, we have the process. This is the process just now. Multiplication equal to num1 times num3 times num2 times num3. Okay, so we just copy the formula there. Multiplication equal to num1, okay, times multiplication num1 times num2, okay, times num3. Then we want to see out just multiplication. Okay, for example, multiplication. Okay, so if you notice here, okay, what I write here, just I copy whatever you have in the pseudocode just now, right? Cin statement, input, and then process, and then output. So normally, okay, when we write the cin statement, okay, if you still remember, it's better to have a prompt before cin statement. So if you still remember, I normally use prompt. Okay, so you write the prompt there. Okay, prompt. Okay, what you want to enter. Okay, you want to instruct the user, right? So enter, let's say you want to enter let's say three numbers, right? Three numbers, and then I close here. Okay, and then semicolon, meaning here we prompt the user to enter three numbers, three integer numbers. Better, yeah, three integer numbers. Okay, so meaning they have to enter the integer number. Then see in num1, num2 and num3 multiplication. Let's say you want to modify a little bit about your output. We don't want just produce the value of multiplication, but we want to have a text, okay, before that. So let's say I just add a text there. Okay, let's say the multiplication of three numbers, let's say three numbers is, okay, is, and then I just put there bracket, double bracket here, and then multiplication, meaning the text, this text, okay, the multiplication of three numbers is, okay, will appear on the screen, and then uh, the value of the multiplication here also will appear after this text. Okay, so if you notice here, okay, we enter three numbers, okay, and then we calculate, and then we want to produce the output of multiplication of that numbers. So if you notice, okay, we have three variables, num1, num2 and num3, and then we have another variables here, multiplication. All these multi variables, okay, all these variables, okay, all these variables, num1, num2, num3 and multiplication, you have to declare here at the top here. Okay, so what is the suitable data type for the variables here? Okay, because we want to enter three integer numbers, so the data type is integer, integer num1 comma num2 comma num3 comma, and then multiplication. Okay, and then we have declared already. So now you can save the file. Save the file. Okay, let's say I use the file multiplication. Okay, you see the file. Okay, so we have saved the file, then uh, we try to okay, if you have checked your setting is okay already. Okay, normally we check only once. Okay, if the setting is okay, so you don't have to check again. Okay, now you have to compile. Is it error or not? Okay, so I compile. Okay, we don't have any error, operation complete. Then we try to run. Okay, we run this program. Okay, now I have the output here. Okay, I used to produce the output here, and then enter three integers numbers. Let's say I enter number 1, number 2, and then number 3. Then after I press enter, you get the output here. The multiplication of three numbers is 6. Okay, so this is the output for this program. Okay, so um, you can try, okay, another numbers. Okay, let's say you try another numbers, then you will get another output. Okay, so you can try to use this this run in MS Windows. Okay, try to use this Windows, MS DOS Windows. If you tick this box, okay, then you can see, but I can't show to the student because I try to get the box, the screen. I want to record, but I fail. Okay, I fail to record, so I used to produce output here at the bottom here. Okay, but you can try later. It's very easy. You just click here. Okay, you just click here, and then you just tick the box there. Then after that you compile and link. Okay, and then you run. The output will appear on the other screen. Okay, other screen. Then you can see the output is similar to what we have here, but on the other screen. But I can show to the student. I just do not know why. Okay, the this that screen cannot be captured. Okay, so you can try later. So I think this is the answer for the first question. I mean the question number 5. Okay, after this we are going to see the question number 6, right? Okay, now we move to the question number 6. Okay, we have the question number 6 here. Write a program that instructs the user to enter a temperature in a degree Celsius, degree Celsius, and converts the temperature to a degrees Fahrenheit. Meaning, okay, we have to enter in degree Celsius, and then the program can convert the Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, an example of output, an example of the output is shown below. Okay, so this is the example of the output. What we have to do, okay, enter a temperature in degrees Celsius. Okay, meaning this is the text that appear, so we can enter any number in degrees Celsius, then the program will convert to degrees Fahrenheit. So temperature in degrees Fahrenheit is what? Okay, so we have the hint there. This is the hint that I give to the student in the question. Hint is 0 degrees Celsius, okay, equal to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. But this hint is not enough, okay, if you want to solve this problem. So you have to search from the Google. So this is the formula that I get from the Mr. Google. Okay, formula to convert degree no degrees degree in Celsius to degree in Fahrenheit. Okay, so this is the formula. Celsius times 1.8 and then plus 32, and then we get the Fahrenheit here, degrees in Fahrenheit. So this formula you can use in your calculation. So in this case, okay, what you have to understand from this question, okay, we need to enter the temperature in Celsius. Okay, then the question then the program will convert this temperature in Celsius to temperature in Fahrenheit. Okay, so you need to use this formula. So we have understand. Okay, as what we have done just now. Okay, we have the define the problem. Okay, we have the define the problem there. I just copy what we have just now. We have to we have to copy here. Okay, copy, and then we can change a little bit for the question number 6, right? So I copy from the question 5 here. Okay, so the define the problem. Okay, we have understand what the problem needs. Okay, we read and then we understand the problem. Ask us to enter the temperature in Celsius. Okay, then after that the program will convert the temperature from the Celsius to Fahrenheit. So you have to enter in Celsius, right? So that is the number 1 here, the form the the define here. Okay, and then number 2, we have to do the analysis. We have to identify input, process, and output. So what is the suitable input for this problem? Okay, the suitable input, okay, if you notice here, uh, temperature in Celsius, right? Celsius. Okay, then we have to do the calculation to convert the Celsius to Fahrenheit. So that is the process here. Convert the Celsius that we have, the temperature in Celsius that we have entered, and to Fahrenheit. So we change a little bit here. Okay, so we use this formula. Okay, just copy here. I just copy the formula there. Okay, how to convert the Celsius to Fahrenheit, and I paste. Okay, so you just okay, process analysis. Okay, so this is the process. This is the process. Okay, process, you have the F, I just change a little bit, equal to C times 1.8 plus 32. So I delete the F here. Okay, so you have the formula here. F equal to C what we have entered, and then times 1.8, and then minus 32. We get from the formula here. I get from the Mr. Google. Okay, then we want to produce the output here. Okay, the output is our Fahrenheit. Okay, temperature in Fahrenheit. Temperature in Fahrenheit. There. Okay, so this is the analysis. Okay, the analysis that we have. Okay, so you have the input temperature in Celsius, and then the process you want to convert the Celsius that we have entered. Okay, by using this formula, so we get the Fahrenheit, and then output the temperature in Fahrenheit. So after that, we try to do the pseudocode start, and then we just copy, or we just transform what we have in analysis here. Okay, so we input here, just input what we want to input temperature, temperature in Celsius, right? Then after that, we want to do this calculation, this process. So just copy the process. Okay, I just copy. Okay, we use the formula there. Fahrenheit equal to something. Fahrenheit equal to C, or Celsius times 1.8 plus 32. Okay, then we want to print the temperature in Fahrenheit. Okay, we want to print this temperature in Fahrenheit, so I just copy. Okay, I'll copy, so I got the pseudocode there. Okay, input temperature in Celsius, then we use this formula, okay, to convert to Fahrenheit. I use that formula, then I print the temperature in Fahrenheit. Okay, then after that we end here. So you have input, process, and then output here. So after this, we are going to use the coding. Okay, the coding part. Okay, coding in JGraphs. Okay, so we move to the JGraphs. Okay, now we move to the JGraphs. Okay, I just copy the formula or the process that we have in the pseudocode, so it's easy for us to refer. Yeah, I just copy here. Okay, I just copy, so you can refer after this. Copy. Okay, just copy. So it can be insert here. Okay, it's okay, it cannot be insert here. Okay, so I start with the include IO stream first. Include Okay, include IO stream. Now I want to use the .h. Okay, so if you want to use the .h, you don't type there using namespace standard. So just straight to the void main. It's up to you. If you want to use uh, the 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 using namespace standard, don't use the .h here. Okay, now I use the .h. I just want to show to the student. Okay, you still get the same answer. Okay, we don't have any problem. Okay, now we have the open brace and then we have the close brace here. Okay, what we have in our formula, our pseudocode just now. Okay, I have the pseudocode here. Okay, this is the, I want to copy what we have, copy to the jgrafs. Okay, just copy, paste here. Okay, cannot be paste, copy. Okay, so this is the formula that I copied from the pseudocode. So it's easy for us to refer, so we don't have to go back to the pseudocode. Okay, so now I just copy there. Okay, copy first, after this we can delete all the there. Okay, so what we have, okay, now we want to input the temperature in Celsius. Okay, so we want to see in, let's say I use the see in, let's say you use the Celsius, see in Celsius, just Celsius, right? Celsius. Okay, then you use the formula Fahrenheit. Let's say Fahrenheit, okay, equal to, okay, now we use the Celsius. Okay, Celsius, so we have to spell out Celsius. Okay, Celsius times 1.8, then after that I close the bracket and then plus 32. So that is our formula that we get from our pseudocode. Then after that we want to see out. Okay, what we want to see out? See out just the Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, for example. Okay, we just put the semicolon there. Okay, so put the prompt before see in as normal. Okay, as normal practice. So see out, I want to put the prompt. Okay, enter the temperature in degrees Celsius, for example, Celsius. Okay, then see in Celsius, meaning here the user will enter the temperature in degrees Celsius. Okay, then see in Celsius. After that, the program will convert the Celsius that we entered just now, okay, by using this formula Celsius times 1.8 plus 32. So we get the Fahrenheit, the temperature in Fahrenheit here. Then you see out the Fahrenheit. Okay, let's say now I want to add some text here before the value of Fahrenheit is displayed. Okay, so let's say I put here the temperature in Fahrenheit is, okay, for example is, and then I put the double bracket Fahrenheit. Okay, so you enter, calculate, and then see out here. Okay, if you notice here, we don't clear the variable yet. Okay, so what you have, what variables that you have here? Okay, Celsius, Fahrenheit. Okay, and then I have another one. No, Celsius and then Fahrenheit. Yes, Celsius. Okay, we have only two variables here. Okay, so if you see here, okay, we use the times 1.8. This is a float, so I think sometimes we enter the Celsius also we have in float using the real number. Fahrenheit also we got the floating point, so it's better to have the float there. Okay, we declare as a float, so float Celsius. Okay, it's better for us to do the float, to use the float Celsius, and then Fahrenheit. We have another one, Fahrenheit. Okay, so I think it's complete. Okay, Celsius, and then Celsius, Fahrenheit. Then okay, we try to compile. Okay, try to compile. Okay, I delete first. Okay, if you don't delete, you will get error because of this rubbish here. Okay, so I delete. Then I try to save. Let's say I save as temperature. Let's say that says temperature. Okay, then you can compile. Try to compile. Check. Is there any error there? Okay, we don't have any error. Okay, complete. The operation complete. Then try to run. Okay, we run. Okay, now enter the temperature in degrees Celsius. Let's say I enter 100. Okay, 100 degrees Celsius. Then I press enter. Okay, now the temperature in Fahrenheit is 1112 here, 212 here. So this is the temperature in Fahrenheit. Is more bigger than Celsius here. So you can try, okay, you can use another temperature. Try to get what is the output for the Fahrenheit. Okay, so you can try all these question. Okay, in your JGraphs later. Okay, try to get the answer. Try to make use of this JGraph to get familiar. Okay, so you can try this later, right? Okay, I think that's all for the answer for the number 5 and number 6. Okay, thank you.